Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session that is linked to the idea of unlocking feminine energy. And sometimes there is blocks that happen in life where being feminine can be linked to being vulnerable or posing some kind of risk or threat or something like that, depending on what's happened in an individual's life. Or sometimes it might be that through necessity, they've tapped into a more masculine energy and then have kind of lost that contact with the feminine side of them. So what you're going to be listening to in this session is an element of two key things. One is regressing to times when there was more feminine energy naturally there, but also feminine role models that for this individual, whether they were, let's say, actresses or kind of characters in movies, things about them they deemed to be feminine, and therefore it was about accessing those feminine elements and then going back to key parts of their past and then tapping into that feminine energy and almost rewriting history, not in reality, but in their memory of that particular event. So things like a wedding day and a honeymoon was linked to a really feminine version of themselves, and then future pacing that into a future where they saw themselves as being more feminine and really owning that and embracing that side of their character. If you're listening to this and you feel like you would want to, let's say, tap into different sides of your personality or reconnect with a different emotional state from your past, there will be a link in the show notes that you can schedule a free consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, that's it. Relax those eyelids, close your eyes, and release the tension in your outward breath. That's right. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. Notice any feelings of tension or stress, and allow your body to release them in your outward breath, enabling you to go deeper and deeper relaxed. So relaxed, you're able to just let go. That's right. I want your mind to take you to a place that you can consider a portal to your subconscious mind. You may call that deep relaxation, meditation, a trance, or even hypnosis. But your mind knows how to go there. You experience this when you're immersed in a good book, and you're not even conscious of turning the pages, almost like you're in the story. Or perhaps a good movie. A good movie with a strong character. And at some parts in the movie, it feels that you are that character. And you lose track of time. And sometimes you've got so involved in the story that you've cried when something happened, even if it wasn't happening in reality. Because temporarily, there was a suspension of belief. And what is hypnosis, if not a temporary suspension of belief to entertain ideas that open up new possibilities and wonderful changes? And I want you to imagine you're watching a movie with a feminine lead character. I want you to see them on screen, how they're dressed, how they smile, how they talk, how they move. And I want you to recognize those qualities, those characteristics in you. I want you to imagine stepping into that character, just like you would try on an item of clothing in a store. You're trying it on for size. And I wonder what it would be like to try that type of femininity on for size. Your inner dialogue is in that tone of voice. The way you breathe, the way you move your body is just like that. The way you smile and communicate, interact with people, really feel that you're aligning with that style of femininity. And I want you to imagine there is some kind of symbol here in this movie, in this moment, that is a trigger, an anchor for this particular type of femininity. And maybe it's a piece of jewelry, an item of clothing, shoes or clothing, something that you can just decide that whenever you touch or wear or notice that thing, it brings out this style of feminine energy in you. And if it feels like you're activating that feeling, let me know by nodding your head. That's right. I want you to imagine you're still in the movie, and this character in a movie is going into a cinema and they're watching a movie. So it's almost like you're in a movie watching a movie, and this is a movie of you from the past, at a time in your life where you had the type of feminine energy that resonated the most with you. See yourself on screen where you were, your age, what you were wearing, how you were moving, how you were communicating with people, how you flowed through life at that point in life. And when you can see yourself on that screen, you emitting a frequency of feminine energy that you'd like to reconnect with, just let me know by nodding your head. That's right. And then imagine you're no longer in the body of this feminine actress. You are now drifting into the screen, tapping into you at that age in your life, trying on that version of you for size, feeling how good it feels to feel that youth, that energy, perhaps playfulness. I want you to tap into how you were thinking back then, but really notice your energy level. And maybe there was something you used to do more often back then, perhaps singing, dancing, something that whenever you did it triggered you to feel more feminine than you normally do. And I want you to imagine you're doing that thing, whatever that thing is unlocking more of that feminine energy within you. And I want you to locate where in your body you feel that feminine energy, and then just hold your hand and place it in that place. That's it. And I want you to feel that that energy is expanding. And I want you to imagine you are wearing something that is touching your skin in that place. Maybe an item of jewelry, an item of clothing. Picture it. And imagine that whenever you notice or imagine that you're wearing it, it reactivates this memory, this feeling, this alignment. I want you to get a sense that you've experienced many times where a musical note resonates with something else. Could be a glass, something that seems to vibrate whenever that frequency is there. And I want you to get a sense that this moment feels a frequency of vibration in your body that is unlocking more of that energy. Thinking about it taps into this feeling. The feeling unlocks the frequency, and the frequency unlocks even more of the feeling, creating a powerful positive loop. And I want you to imagine at that point in your life, there's a TV screen. And I want you to see you in the future at a wedding the way you would have wanted it to have been. Even if large TVs weren't there, then I want you to imagine a big screen TV and you're seeing you with that energy, enjoying that day, full of anticipation of joy, where you were the center of attention, the big deal, smiling from a place of pure joy and happiness, alignment and connection. I want you to see that the person you're with on that wedding day, they've got desire in their eyes. They've been pursuing you, wooing you to get to this point. And I want you to observe that and notice that powerful feminine energy in you at that point in time, having it as a magical day exactly as you wanted it to have been. And then see that day go forward in time, perhaps just days or weeks into the future, where you're now seeing yourself on a honeymoon. But the honeymoon that you would have wanted to have had, vibrating this feminine frequency throughout. Joy, ecstasy, feelings of pleasure, connection, and intimacy. See that version of you and get a connection that this new timeline is being created from your past through to the present and into the future, where you own your feminine energy. You embrace your feminine qualities, no longer hiding them, keeping them shut away. And I want you to imagine that you're seeing yourself own you feeling your feminine best. And then imagine the past now shifts into the present. See yourself in the present, emitting that feminine frequency, wearing the clothes you associate with being feminine, doing the things that bring out that frequency within you. And maybe it's music or candles or smells or the movement of your body or the things that you do or the way that you say it. See yourself in the present emitting that frequency, and then take that into the future. See a future where there is no shame connected with being feminine, no embarrassment. You own it, embrace it, and thrive with that feminine frequency. And then paint a picture of the future where you're living a life that you desire unapologetically. No holding back, living the life as you choose, your choices. And not every choice has to be perfect. But you learn from every choice. See yourself wearing the kind of clothes that you'd want. Doing things the way you'd want. Smiling more. Connecting with this cheekiness, sassiness, elegance and strength. And if your unconscious really connects with this timeline all the way from the past, the present into the future, let me know by nodding your head. That's right. And then imagine turning off that TV screen and then stepping out of that cinema screen back into the body of a feminine actress, feeling how good it feels to still connect with all different versions of you. Femininity is whatever you want it to be. Doesn't have to be a style of makeup, a particular item of clothing. It's an energy, an identity, and a feeling that connects with you. And you could be a different version on different days depending on how you feel, but really connect with that frequency, that energy. See that item, that symbol that connects that alternative feeling of femininity. Connect with that. And then again, leave the screen, feeling back in your body, listening to my voice, but taking all those wonderful feelings with you, feeling like you've unlocked a box that's been closed for a while, and enjoying a reconnection with that version of yourself that's always been there, but just been hidden away. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're back in the present right now, listening to my voice as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, aligned, but also feeling this frequency of femininity. Starting to count 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.